So to talk about more of this company building a plant in Franklin, Mark Kass, our friend from the Milwaukee Business Journal. Mark, aside
Good
from
to see you.
Good to see you. Aside from the historical moment we're seeing here this investment, what will the impact be of this business coming to Franklin, and how many people can they put to work?
You know, hot chocolate for all, right? I mean, it's obviously
We're
a
almost
good thing
there
for
for that, right?
We really are. It's going to come a lot sooner than you think, Steve. This is really great news for the area. I mean, it's not a lot of jobs, about 24 jobs or so, but it's a $30 million investment. It's an international firm who's moving to Wisconsin, moving to Franklin. It kind of puts them on the map and it puts us on the map. And I think it'll help in the future because you see these kind of things happening kind of more and more. We had it with Haribo and kind of what's happening in Kenosha. We've had it with other companies moving here. To see this company choose Milwaukee area to bring jobs, to bring the economic investment is good for the region because I think it'll lead to more. And it just means more hot chocolate. And you know what? I love hot chocolate, so.
All right,
I'm going to keep going
on.
back to that. I don't know why.
Let's talk about earlier this week, a judge ruled that demolition of the former Northridge Mall should finally happen. Okay, When will it be knocked down and what likely could be put in its place?
You know, I mean, I think the hammers are almost ready, right? This has been talked about for a long time. It's finally going to happen. I think it'll be weeks before it happens, but it's going to happen. And it'll mean something. It'll mean a significant step forward. We've all kind of watched that for years and years. It's just been a real eyesore. We've had the problems there this year with the fires and the other crimes. So something has to happen. And in terms of what's next, I think you're talking about some sort of probably office or in industrial, you know, maybe some small retail, some housing, but some use. You know, I often talk on the air about energy and I talk about activity. You haven't had that out there for years, and it has hurt that region. So to have something there, to bring cars there, to bring activity there will help all of that area.
It is such a significant piece of land
that
really has been laying dormant forever. All right, finally today, you hosted an RNC 2024 event last week. The mayor of Milwaukee was there. The RNC host committee chair, Reince Priebus, was there. How's everybody getting together? And, you know, everybody wants to try and earn some money off of this. How's that coming along?
You know, really well. I mean, a lot of cooperation going on, something that both the mayor and Reince said isn't really happening across the country. You're seeing both the right and the left work together on this convention. It actually happened here kind of as a result of that. So now they're talking about how to get the firms involved. You're talking about $180 million or more, and they're talking about, you know, you're having it here, you need to have these firms involved. And I get asked kind of what kind of firms? Are we only talking about hotels or event space? No, you're talking about anybody who does business. You're talking about graphics firms. You're talking about, you know, someone who does janitorial services. You're talking about someone who does letterhead. All that's going to be needed for this convention. So there's going to be a lot of firms in the Milwaukee area who get involved. And what we heard from both Reince and the mayor was a commitment for local involvement. I mean, Reince's comment was, why would we come here and then not spend the money here? We have to make this impactful on Milwaukee. So it could mean a lot to a lot of firms, and I think you're going to see that happen over the next year or so.
A lot of people probably going to take up Uber driving in the summer
I'm
of
thinking
2024
letterhead. Come on now, you and I can do like letterhead companies, Steve. What do you think? Letterhead and cards. That'd be awesome.
Mark's going to rent a minivan for a couple of weeks and just shuttle people around.
I'm just going to drive around. I'm going to come. Uber driver is very cool. I like that idea.
All right, Mark Kass from the Milwaukee Business Journal. We appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us again this afternoon.
And for more top
Always good to be here, guys.
No doubt. And for more top business stories, head to businessjournal.com/Milwaukee.